Hello everyone and welcome to this lesson. Hard work pays. Remember, in our previous lesson we discussed about measure of dispersion 2. Today's lesson is on price determination and legislation. The objectives for this lesson are: you should be able to define price determination and legislation, explain equilibrium in demand and supply, and identify the changes in demand and supply. What is price determination? This is the interaction of the forces of demand and supply. It is also known as price mechanism or price system. Do you understand? What is price legislation? Price legislation, on the other hand, refers to how the government or its agency fixes the price of essential commodities. It is also known as price control policy. Now we have the equilibrium price, which can be illustrated using the demand and supply curve. Now we have equilibrium price as 20, we have quantity as 40, where we have excess supply and excess demand. Now the excess supply is when the price is higher, and excess demand is when the price is lower. Now let's look at our market demand and supply schedule for yam. We have our price, our demand, and supply. Now we have equilibrium price as 2 and the quantity as 35. Can we see the table? Now let's take a look at our graph, our curve. Now when we plot the above points on a single graph with price on y-axis and quantity demanded and supplied on x-axis, we get a figure like this. Now this is a diagram of determination of equilibrium price. Now we have our E as our equilibrium, we have 2 as the price and 35 as the quantity. Now it is easy to see which will be the market price of the commodity. It cannot be 1, for at that price there will be 60 kg in demand but only 5 kg on offer. Competition among buyers would force the price up. On the other hand, it cannot be 5, for at that price there will be 65 kg on offer for sale. Competition among sellers would force the price down. At 2, demand and supply are equal, that is 35 kg, and the market price will tend to settle at this price. This is the equilibrium price, and quantity, the point at which price and output will tend to stay. Once this is reached, we will have a stable equilibrium. Now we have changes in demand and supply, where we have increase in demand, decrease in demand, increase in supply, and decrease in supply. Let us talk about the increase in demand class. An increase in demand. In the figure, the original demand curve is D and the supply curve is S. Now at equilibrium price P, demand and supply are equal. Now suppose the money income of the consumer increases, the demand curve will shift to D1 and the supply curve will remain the same. We will see that on the new demand curve D1, demand increases to Q2 while supply remains the same. With the higher price, supply will also shoot up and a new equilibrium between the demand and supply will be reached. Now we have the graph showing increase in demand. causing an increase in equilibrium price and quantity. We can see that as a result of an increase in demand, there is an increase in equilibrium price, as a result of which the quantity sold and purchased also increases. Decrease in demand. The opposite will happen when the demand falls as a result of a fall in income while the supply remains the same. The demand curve will shift to the left and become D1 while the supply curve remains as it is. Now, as the supply exceeds demand, the price will go down and the quantity demanded will go up. A new equilibrium price P1 will be settled in the market. Now, this is our graph showing decrease in demand, resulting in a decrease in price and quantity demanded. Do you understand? Now, with a decrease in demand, there is a decrease in the equilibrium price and quantity demanded and supplied. Increase in supply. Let us now assume that demand does not change, but there is an increase in supply. Let us say because of improved technology. Now, this is our graph showing increase in supply, resulting in decrease in equilibrium price and increase in quantity supplied. The supply curve will shift to the right and become S1 at the original equilibrium price P. Since the supply is greater than the demand, the equilibrium price will go down and become P1. Decrease in supply. If because of some reason there is a decrease in the supply, we will find that equilibrium price will go up. Decrease in supply causing an increase in the equilibrium price and a fall in quantity demanded. Here is the end of our lesson. See you in our next class. Bye.